Noem debuts as Trump envoy at Latin American Leader Summit after DHS ouster. Doral, Florida. Former Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is making her debut as the president's special envoy for the Shield of the Americas, a brand new position that President Donald Trump moved her into after demoting her last week. Noem will serve as the administration's liaison to the coalition of like-minded Latin American nations that the Trump administration says it created to combat narcotrafficking and solidify U.S. primacy in the Western Hemisphere. Trump officially launched the coalition, which includes countries such as El Salvador and Panama, on March 7th at an invite-only summit at his Doral Golf Club near Miami. Leaders of participating nations, including El Salvadorian President Nayib Bukele, are attending the all-day gathering that's being led by Secretary of State Marco-Rubio, a former Florida senator and prominent Cuban American who's fluent in Spanish. Rubio has quickly amassed power inside the second Trump administration, serving in dual roles as Trump's national security advisor and chief diplomat, as the positions of other early advisors like Noem have been diminished. Trump said in a March 5 social media post that he was tapping Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin to lead the Department of Homeland Security. Rubio, widely viewed as architect of Trump's strategy. He ousted his first national security advisor Michael Waltz, the current United Nations ambassador, and replaced him with Rubio last May. The temporary arrangement that came with a White House office has effectively become permanent. Rubio is widely seen as the architect of Trump's strategy for engaging with the Western Hemisphere and played a leading role in the administration's ouster and arrest of the president of Venezuela. As a special envoy, an ambassador-like position, Noem ranks below him. More. 5 controversies defining Kristi Noem before her ousting at DHS. The special envoy role nominally puts the former cabinet secretary over the Shield of Americas, but Trump indicated at the group's Doral launch that it would operate under Rubio's supervision. I want to thank Secretary of State Marco Rubio for his leadership in organizing this really important stuff. He's fantastic, Trump said in the March 7th remarks, in which he acknowledged Noem's attendance at the summit. Noem was seated in the front row at the event between Senator Bernie Moreno, a Republican who represents Ohio and was born in Colombia, and Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. She did not respond to repeated questions from reporters afterward about what the role entails and how long she plans to fill it. Trump delivered remarks at the START summit before he left Florida to attend a dignified remains transfer of American soldiers killed in the fighting with Iran. In the speech, he told leaders that the epicenter of cartel violence was Mexico, whose President Claudia Sheinbaum was not present. Mexico recently carried out a military operation that killed notorious drug boss Nemesio Ruben Oseguera Cervantes, known as El Mencho, and briefly threw the country into unrest. We have to eradicate them. We have to knock the hell out of them. Because the gang lords, they're taking over their country. The cartels are running Mexico. We can't have that. Too close to us. Too close to you, Trump said on March 7th of the cartels. Colombian President Gustavo Petro was also absent from the summit. He met with Trump separately at the White House on February 3rd. Trump has previously threatened to make Colombia, the world's largest producer of cocaine, a target for military action over drug trafficking. Attending the Miami area summit were the leaders of Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Costa Rica, the Dominican Republic, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guyana, Honduras, Panama, Paraguay, and Trinidad and Tobago, according to the White House's list. Rubio apologized for Trump's absence from the second half of the summit during a luncheon he hosted in the president's stead with Noem at his side.